What's going on, everybody? Helmet Chili, thank you for donating. I see your donation. We appreciate you.
Ooh, I got volume. I got volume.
What is going on over there, producer?
Volume.
Producer.
Super producer. What you
Producer.
doing? What are you doing, super producer? Three many things. How are you doing this evening, Tamika?
I'm good. I'm ready to address the Facebook haters
Why do you want to address the
because I
Facebook
want to address the
haters?
Facebook haters
Why?
because
Why?
because I want to
Why?
address the Facebook haters. Listen,
Why must you address the Facebook haters?
because they're trash. They're
Because
absolutely
they are the
trash.
trash.
No, not because they are the trash. No, they're just trash. The Facebook haters are trash. Let me see. What's the one thing we've been called scammers, even though we're not asking you for nothing. I'm giving information away. I'm showing you how to become a multimillionaire. I'm showing you how to use your skill set to make your own money. We're a scammer. The next one, what was I called? A fat purple Barney was the other one. A
I
fat
didn't
purple
see that
Barney.
one.
What else was it? What else was it called? Oh, the one guy was like, I don't think I could make enough food to feed you. You look like you would be hungry all the time. Here's what I want to say to all the Facebook haters. This is what I want to say to all the Facebook haters. Not the ones that come and actually enjoy the content, but to the Facebook haters. You could keep scrolling, but you don't. That's what's funny to me about it. You don't have to comment on the video. Like you could be like, deny the content or this ain't my type of speed. Hey,
How can I
but no, we get insults in the inbox.
like you go out your way to send to somebody a message to troll. Like, what is the purpose? Now, scam is just scam. Scam emails are just scam emails. They're
Well, we
they're
ain't talking about the scam
their
emails,
nature of
but
the beast.
but no,
But
I'm talking about the
people,
people
I know
that
people
post
that
and
go
say we're
out their way
scammers.
to comment, like without doing any research or
You
anything.
don't have to comment. You don't have to comment. You just don't even have to comment.
And it's been mean and nasty. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
and then I go look at who's commenting and I hear the Reddit Rick, and I'm just like,
It's always
they are suffering
the
dementia.
person and listen up. This is only for people who are hating on us in the comments and sending us direct messages. When y'all send us messages, I have to translate it because you can't read and write. I know you can't because the message I'm getting, I'm like, I don't know what this means. I don't know what it says. I don't know what this means. What does this mean? I can't even decipher the first three words of what is supposed to be a sentence.
Yes, we
It's
share
not
them on
even a
Facebook.
sentence.
But this was something Tamika was trying. I think she set up an ad or something.
I
It,
just
it,
boosted an ad on Facebook, like, hey, we did a show. Let me just boost it. Let's see what happens.
we are the pro-choice LGBTQ. Uh, I mean,
Oh,
just
my favorite one was why don't you go get your gap fixed? The same way no one could fix your ugly face. It is simple. Your face. You
and this is
listen.
just having women in the title. People, and it's a little vanilla. Most for me, what I've saw.
Well, no, it's a mix. It's a mix of
Well,
everything.
that's what I'm saying. What I saw was a little Nilla and a little, elderly Nilla, and
It's a little bit. It's a
little.
little bit of everything.
I don't even think they be broke. I think they're just lonely.
Yeah, I think
to me. I think they are just lonely and they want somebody to debate. And I know people that just live for debating. Like, I'm here, this is what I have. Somebody's going to entertain me.
mm,
But I am so have a nice day or not. Yeah, we know who you are. Like,
like
it's
I'm like,
attached to your page.
yeah, and then they'd be like, "You're a scammer." I'm like, "A scammer? Like, what am I scamming? I didn't ask you for nothing. I didn't ask you for nothing. What are you talking about?"
They've been wild. They've been really, really wild. So it's been interesting to say the least. And then it's like, you know,
And then what this is what's the cold piece about it. When you comment, it's an automatic reply from us anyways. It's set up auto. So they be
it is
replying.
like the automatic message.
They be arguing with the automatic comment. Like, so
Like, so that's number one. That's your psycho. Like, you
you
need to
find the
stop.
automatic reply. It's like, thank you for reaching out to us. Hope you have a good day. You're a scammer. And then it replies back to the fact that you said that, thank you, we'll respond to you later and further. Don't respond to me. And so it replies again because it's an automatic reply.
Positive as hell. It's just a delightful. It is just as delightful. And then, I get on there and be just as delightful of spreading the mission, because if you let your fingers do a little walking to, Obama's internet, you would know. We're a nonprofit organization. We work on donations or not. We're inclusive. Everyone's welcome. Enjoy your day or not. It's your choice. They be big mad. Bam.
I just want to get that out. So in case, and I wanted to say this in the beginning, so the people who watch on Facebook that want to leave a nasty comment know that you are leaving a nasty comment to an auto reply.
A bot. Like, not a bot. Like a bot. You are arguing, you are boxing a bot.
So you over here like this.
And the bot is just pushing, mushing you in the head. It's crazy. I love it though. I love it. It has tickled my week.
I just had to get that out. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. But the
You
people
feel
that
better?
yeah, but the people who are nice on Facebook, thank you for being nice. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for leaving nice compliments. We appreciate you.
Thanks for joining the page.
Yep.
I
And
gotta
those
activate our
and let's
group.
not forget our YouTube. Like, we appreciate y'all.
We do. We do. We definitely do. But I have to activate this Facebook group. We're just gonna call it Building Wealth with Lennox. I've made a decision.
No, I don't like it. It's too long.
I knew I should have just did it and didn't say anything, but I needed feedback. I got to put you on blast for feedback.
Never too long.
Hmm?
Too long.
Okay, you guys. So let's put up a poll. And I think we made this poll, but I don't really think we got anything good, or maybe we didn't put up a poll. So we are putting together a Facebook group. The Facebook group will be
only for people that really want to do stuff. And want to go on a
stuff.
journey and not sit there and pick nose and tell people that they're scammers and tell people that they can't make any money. If it's not for you, don't join. Please don't join.
And it's pretty advanced. It's different than what we are already doing with the earners on YouTube. The earners are more or less a Q&A. And I do advise you guys to make sure that you make that Q&A and get your questions together in advance. There is a Q&A on Saturday after the Tech Stocks and Job live stream. So there's one for the 300K earners and one for the 500K earners. So make sure that you put that in your schedule. Make sure you write down your questions and basically get your money's worth. We definitely appreciate the support. but we set this up so that you guys can ask questions. So go ahead, but I am going to put up a poll. What should we name this mastermind group? Because Tam has been brewing it for a minute, and we have been like, I've been sprinkling some stuff, and we've been cross pollinating it and all that other good stuff, but we are having trouble on the name.
All right. So here's another question before we get started. Who caught the show from Saturday? Who caught the show from Saturday? I just wanted to see, because I left feeling like it didn't come across the way I wanted it to, like you didn't understand it. I had a late night session Saturday night for the just to re-explain and also get an idea like where you're at. Like, did it make sense to you what I was talking about with your IBA, your 200% match, those different companies, 9%, 12%, 9, 10, 12%, 225%. Like, did that make sense to you? No, Casual Economist. It wasn't another show. Yeah, Mushmouth DM. Yep. Yep. Okay, Saturday show made sense. All right, cool. Because if I didn't pull the receipts on here the company, somebody will be like, "Oh my God, she's scamming you." Well, what's the scam? What is the scam? And I don't understand. I hear this all the time. No one wants to be a millionaire. You don't need that much money for retirement. This, that, and the other. And I posted in the Slack channel, in the Creating Wealth channel, because I was listening to Dave Ramsey, and it was a lady in there. She's 50 years old, and she had no retirement, and her husband died 15 years ago. He left her enough money, I guess, to live and pay off the house. Well, she only had $1,000 in an emergency fund, and maybe like enough of 3 months to live off of in case something happened, like she got unemployed. But that's all the money she had. She only made $36,000 a year. Her kids were grown, and so she was trying to figure out what should she do. She's like, I heard about a 403B plan, but I never invested in it. So my goal for Saturday was, don't be the 50-year-old without a retirement. Right? Don't be that person without a retirement. At least, at a minimum, put away $500 to $1,000 a month away. Like, I don't care if you just throw that in. Listen. I even take it if you throw it in a sock. If you got a shoebox and you went to and put your money in it, I even take that. Like, just make sure you got something for yourself. I'm not talking about for something like, oh my goodness, me and my wife gonna be okay, or me and my husband. I mean, just put up some money. All right, just put up some money. Because at the end of the day, um, you don't want to be the person 75, 76, and you're like, I don't have nothing, and I don't know how I'm gonna make it, and Social Security ain't around no more, and we don't have nothing. Right? Don't be that person. Don't be that family. Don't be that household. Right? Just don't be that household. Right? So let's get shout outs to everybody who's here. Afri, what's going on? I guess it's Zayn. Make sure I said that right. Let me know if I said it wrong. It's Taylor. What up? What it do? Afri P, how you doing? Down to Earth, what's going on? Cash, what's going on? Casual Economist. Naturally Kimmy, how you doing? And Sim and Smart Money Chick on TV, how are you? All right. want to make sure to give y'all a shout out. And for those that are lurkers, if you're gonna lurk, at least like. If you're gonna lurk, at least share the content out, right? If you lurking, share. If you're not gonna comment,
If you
share.
lurk and be like them.
Yeah, lurk and like. Lurk and like. Lurk,
I
like,
see you
share.
looking at us, looking at you.
Yeah, lurk, like, share. How about that? Lurk, like, share. All right. So we've been doing our thing on platform engineering. I'm going to still do my thing tonight on platform engineering, but I'm coming to you from an AI perspective and a DevSecOps perspective. Right. I'm not gonna let you lurk in peace.
We see you. We
So
see you.
let's start out with this here. Um, it's big. Yeah. It says FinTech Innovation Lab, New York opens applications for 2024. This program was, and I'll get more into Accenture right after this one. The program was founded by Accenture, and the Partnership Fund for New York City marks a $2.6 billion in venture fund in venture capital funding to date. Seeks fintech leveraging innovative technologies, including generative AI. Right. So this opened up in New York. It's a 12-week program co-founded by Accenture. Tamika, why is Accenture important? Well, Accenture is important because Accenture is investing in the innovation lab with AI. They're investing $3 billion. I keep telling you to follow where the money is at. This is another place where the money is at, right? So those companies that are getting created, or those people that are creating companies, guess what they need? They need somebody to help them build the architecture. They need somebody to help them secure the architecture. They need all of those things. So if you're in the New York area, that's where it's at. So look at this. International Technology Consulting Group, let me borrow it up. Consulting Group Accenture has certainly been bitten hard by generative AI bug. In the coming years, it plans to double its headcount of data and AI experts from 40,000 to 80,000 as it invests in 3 billion in its capabilities, right? It says all of this is in order to improve its ability to leverage AI in three ways: to better work for clients, to improve its own operations, and to transform the way it works for clients. Recently, I caught up with Accenture's Paul Doherty 5 years after the publication of his book, Human Machine and Reimagining the Work in the Age of AI. I took a chance to ask him about the developments we've seen since it was published. We talked about how the arrival of ChatGPT will affect ongoing AI driven transformation of enterprises. Right. The first was the Lisa, the early Apple computer that popularized the idea of personal computer with a graphical user interface. The second was browsing the internet for the first time, and the third is the arrival of the smartphone. The fourth was about 18 months ago when I started to see the progress in specifically large language models, LLMs. The pace of advancement was becoming breathtaking, and and some of the capabilities to understand the language and the generative capabilities to create content, not just diagnose and evaluate or predict, really is a game changing in terms of the impact on business, right? And it goes on to talk more about it, but how Accenture is using AI is where you want to look at, because they're going from 40,000 to 80,000. So that means what? I probably need to look at a set of skills that they're requiring and where they're going. Not only that, what other tech companies are working with them, when I say them, Accenture, to build this out, and what do they need, right? Always be thinking about where they're looking at. So potential applications fit into one of three categories for them. breaking down into five types of applications: creating, automating, advising, protecting, and coding. So what that sound like to you? Creating, probably some coding; automating something on a platform or building out something; advising, meaning, hey, we got some AI and we scoured some type of data and we came up with some type of solution; protecting, secure protection; and then coding, right? So what that sound like to you, D? It sound like the five things I talk about to me. Pick a cloud, any cloud. Pick
The
a
same thing we've been saying: fundamentals, your base, your springboard.
right. All right. It says essential digital media business. Song is a flagship for the use of creative generative AI. Song is involved with innovating in content creation by understanding the plethora of new tools that are available. Client use cases is involved with a wide range of marketing and outreach to drafting regulatory documents for life science companies. It also assisted banking customers with automating back office processes using or not chat, or I could say chat GPT 3.5, and implemented its advisory capabilities in customer service operations. The Protect implementations are showcased by a worker safety solution created for energy companies. Huh. Hmm. Edge computing, energy, data centers, wind turbines, satellites, oil rigs, right? This involves pulling together real time information on what is happening in a facility in order to improve safety outcomes. And coding refers to using superhuman ability of LLMs to generate computer code, which enables software developers to become more efficient and productive, right? Investing in capabilities. Not all of the 3 billion in the investment that Accenture has just announced. It will not all of the 3 billion in investment that Accenture has just announced. It will make in its AI and data capabilities will go to generative AI. Generative AI is clearly the game changer for all reasons I've talked about, but data and AI broadly having tremendous opportunities for companies. It's not just even AI; it's about the data, how you pull it together, and data foundations, the modern data platforms, the cloud based platform to drive opportunity. As well as doubling the size of data and AI, Accenture has developed a tool called AI Navigator. So for pursuing responsible AI, you get into policies and so forth, high risk. And then also, not to mention, is how will AI affect children? That is another piece too. How will AI affect children? Right? How will AI affect children in terms of learning, in terms of financing, in terms of are they going to college? Will college be around? What does that look like? Right? What does that look like? What do you say? Sudo Bang Bang is the name I plan on personally using. I want to donate it to the mastermind effort because I love this group. Thank you. We appreciate you. Where my Linux lurkers at? What's going on? Checking in, making shots. Photography,
However, that
DB
is not
Daryl.
the assignment, Sam.
Huh? DB Daryl, what's going on? Oh, he no, he trying to talk Linux code. That's all.
I got
It's all. He just trying to talk his Linux code. Let him talk his Linux code. D Block. All right. Top 10 fintech labs. All right. Number one is Essential Fintech Innovation Lab. We just went over that. But I want to go into this. Located in London, the lab has so far managed to execute 125 and raise 397 million. Load up. The organization remains steadfast in its dedication to supporting the financial sector and allowing new ideas to flourish. And let me find out here in May edition of FinTech, we counted down our top 10 labs. Let me see if it'll take me to the list. Of course it doesn't. Yay. Let me see if the other one does. If not, I'll have to put it in there. All right, co-founded by the Partnership Fund. So you can go out here and check this out now. It is live. 230 proof of concepts, 147 alumni companies, 1.3 billion raised. They have mentors. Go check it out. You never know. You never know what you can find as far as companies and what they're hiring for. You always want to be on. If you want to be on the cutting edge, here you go. Here you go. Being on the cutting edge. All right. The 11 most in demand Gen AI jobs companies are hiring for. So why am I talking about this? Because most of the time on the AI side, it's a platform, right? It's a platform that you're building. All right. So what they're looking for. All right. All right. Generative AI is quickly changing the landscape of business world, the rapid adoption rates across every industry. Businesses are turning to Gen AI to streamline business processes, develop proprietary AI technology, and reduce manual efforts in order to free up employees to take on more intensive tasks. A recent survey of senior IT professionals from Foundry found that 57% of IT organizations have identified several areas of Gen AI use cases. 25% have started pilot programs, and 41% are engaged in training and upskilling employees on Gen AI. How do you upscale? How do you upskill and get that now for free? You all should be looking at just knowing some fundamentals so you can be involved in the conversation. In the next six to 12 months, some of the most popular anticipated uses of Gen AI included content creation, data analytics at 53%, software development at 41%, business insight at 51%, internal customer support, Autobots unite on Facebook, keep responding to everyone. Product development 40%, security 42%, process automation 51%. So we just go with the ones that are 51% or 50% and above. Data analytics, business insight, and process automation. Organizations also are also optimistic about, that Gen AI will boost productivity, improve business outcomes, with 58% saying that they believe in Gen AI will make employees more productive. 55% that Gen AI infused products led to better business outcomes and so forth. All right, data scientist is number one. Number two, machine learning engineer. Number three, AI researcher. Four, algorithm engineer. Five, deep learning engineer. Natural language process engineer, NLP. You can get a master's. That's where I started at, with natural language processing at University of Washington Computational Linguistics Department over 20 years ago. AI chatbot developer, prompt engineer, chief AI officer, AI writer, AI artist. And so let's go over here. IBM prompt engineer course. So you got one that come up for Coursera, you got one that come up for Maven, prompt engineering degrees, prompt engineering. IBM launches a free prompt engineering course for everyone. Right here, September the 22nd. Prompt engineering is a discipline that has taken on a fundamental role in enhancing the interaction between users and AI systems, focuses on refining the use of AI-based language models. It does so by designing and testing specific phrases that enable, and those phrases really, this is why natural language processing is a thing. You you don't realize that you've been using natural language processing all this time, but you have those text messages when they predict what the word that you're going to say. Natural language processing, when you're looking at like the prediction of the word or what it could be, and auto completing your sentences, understanding the phrases in every single language and how to use that, right? Natural language processing. You just didn't know you was using it. You didn't know, but you were using it. A prompt engineer role does not necessitate knowledge of programming or computer development, but rather relies on communication skills that ensure accurate responses from AI. Their responsibility encompasses conducting interaction tests, evaluating the system's effectiveness in responding to specific questions, and adjusting input commands to achieve desired outcomes. Prompt engineers find applications in various fields, particularly where a seamless or natural interaction between users and AI is required. Now, how would you use, just think about it. How would you use prompt engineering in music to make a song? Or how would you use prompt engineering to order groceries, in the feedback and so forth, right? Again, I'm just showing you where you can go get skills for free, at least the fundamentals, and build from there, right?
Because the
What you got
prompt
to do?
engineering is the really important part, because the prompt engineering is what you're feeding into the AI. Like everything that I've been reading and researching has been on prompt engineering in some form. Like I'm signing up for it at work. I'm researching it on what prompts to use and how to phrase things in order to get the maximum output from AI, and to keep drilling down, drilling down, drilling down what I need. And it's definitely a journey, because I make sure that I look at it in any aspect that I'm using it for. I needed a contract looked at. Is there a legal AI? What does that look like? What are the legal AIs doing? I mean, so many things come up. Like I said, anything you want to know, take an hour, research it. You'll be amazed what comes up. But this AI, because now everybody is thinking that it's like the hot new thing. Like it's not a new thing. It's popular and it's getting traction because it's where it needs to be. But AI has been around for very, very, very long time.
Birth of AI from 1950 to 1956. Who invented AI in
And I mean, I
1956?
remember saying we were going to classes and going to sessions at conferences on AI and ML.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be put together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's
Yeah.
go to the AI and ML.
Yep. So here's the course syllabus from IBM. Introduction to prompt engineering. What is prompt engineering? Getting started with prompt engineering, the chain of thought approach, advanced techniques, and then there's a final project. No technical requirements. And it's free. Again, just learning the basics, um, for free, right? Just learning the basics for free. That's all I'm saying. It's a beginner course. It's only 5 hours long. You could probably do it in a Friday night session. You could probably do it in a session if you listen to the lead attorney. You could probably do it in a lead attorney session.
He
Tell
is
lead I
like a
said.
job in overtime. Like
Tell
I
lead
forgot he
I
was
said,
playing.
hey,
I came back and I was like, is that Lee? And wait, are they still going? Absolutely not.
yeah. You could probably do it in a session of Fight Club.
Or instead of,
Yeah. So
you
again,
rather have this good juju on you than that other stuff. It's terrible.
nah, this is cognitive class AI. This is from IBM. Don't feel
I'm gonna
attacked,
tell you
Sam.
like this, Sam. My grandmother said a hit dog is gonna holler. Why? Why are you mad? Why are you feeling attacked? I need to know why you feel attacked. Is there something I don't know why you feeling attacked?
He don't know.
Huh?
He don't know.
He don't know? Okay.
Mm-mm.
That's all I need to know.
He don't know. All right, all right. Platform engineering trends in 2023. I showed you the AI side with prompt engineering, but there are AI ML platforms that get created. So now let's look at prompt engineering, platform engineering trends for 2023. All right. So I talked about the conference before, and 2022 was an explosive year for platform engineering. Platform Con 2022, the first ever conference by and for platform engineers, garnered over 78 community submitted talks and 6,000 attendees. Platform engineering went viral on the new stack and spurred the heated debate about the future of DevOps. Is DevOps dead? That's what the debate came about, right? All right. In 2022, the platform engineering Slack community grew from 1,000 to 8,000 people. So on this link here, there is a Slack group for platform engineering. D, thanks for the donation, for the $5 donations. We appreciate you. All right. It says, and the platform engineering was featured at Gartner's 2022 Hype Cycle and named top technology trend for 2023. If this KubeCon talk from Cognic, Jessica Anderson, or the platform or this platform con talk insert here are indication comprehensive case studies of platform engineering initiatives are already in high demand. As organization platforms mature, I expect we will see more of these types of resources shared with the community. I often see questions about how to kick a platform project, start building, roll out a platform across organizations, ensure adoption. So more case studies are going to be an exacting development. Knowledge sharing for toolings, and blueprints. With around 2,000 tools in the cloud native landscape at the platform organization's disposal, figuring out what combination of tools are needed is a daunting task. In 2023, I think we'll see more standards and reference implementation shared with the community and gain traction, right? Platform as a product. So the down here, what you see right here, these are things that you'll see from the cloud native landscape or over at CNCF, but they broke them down into groups. CI, service catalog, security, specification, platform orchestration, right? How do you orchestrate a platform like you orchestrate for Kubernetes? How do you orchestrate for a platform? Registry, logging, DNS, CD operators, right? Messaging, infrastructure control plane, Terraform Cloud. Like it's a platform, but it's also a control plane to deploy your infrastructure. I don't know if you all have ever looked at Terraform Cloud, but let me log in here and then I'll bring up Terraform Cloud. Today, here we go. Let me sign in. And I think it's this one. It may be the other one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah. And let's go here. Do I have anything in my workspace? I think I do. No, I don't. Let me switch. Okay, yeah, I got something in here. Can't show you that one. There's nothing in there. Let's go back. Let's go here. Okay. Oops. Okay, this is what it looks like on. I'm logged into my Terraform Cloud, right? If you staying with me, Terraform Cloud, infrastructure control plane. I write my code from in command line or in VS Code. Pick your choice of editor. I push that code to a what we call a VCS, which is a version control system, better known as GitLab, GitHub, Travis CI, Circle CI. You pick whatever you like, Bitbucket, whatever. And then you have to have a connection from your repo to Terraform Cloud, a workspace. So that workspace, you have to set that up in here in your settings, and it gets triggered to then push out to whatever you've connected to. So here you can see I can use Terraform Cloud via command line. I can use Terraform Cloud via checking into a repository, however you want to set this up. But now when I go push this code to the repository, Terraform Cloud is going to interact with my actual cloud or infrastructure, and then it's going to deploy, right? So going back to here, you can look at this Terraform Cloud as a platform, right? Because there's so many other things that you can do in this workspace here. So there's you got your tutorials, you can run your Sentinel and so forth. So then when we come over here, we got messaging, and then we got Kubernetes control plane, and they are looking at Red Hat, Rafe. We should really do a show on Rafe. I have to get with Rudy on that. And then we down here have infrastructure as code. So Terraform Cloud is the platform. Terraform as the binary is used as infrastructure code, CloudFormation, and Pulumi. And then you got your cloud providers, and then you have your database, and your cloud providers are platforms and as well too. And then you got your database storage and your messaging, right? So it says DevX and platform engineering roles will become more popular. But let me read this question. What do you think about the fourth version of Terraform? I haven't looked at it. I have not looked at it. I heard about it. I have not looked at it to dive into it, to find out like how people are using it. I honestly can say I have not seen any job descriptions with Open Tofu on it. I can say that, but not to say that it's not coming down the pipe. But I have not looked at it. I have not looked at it. DevOps engineering skills will still be in high demand, but the job titles associated with them will look a little bit different. Conversations like the one on here on Reddit illustrate engineering organizations' renewed focus on improving the developer experience. This is what I talk about with the platform engineering, right? Especially through building and improving internal developer platforms. I guess Humanetics State of Platform Engineering report shows that many people with DevOps engineer titles are already building platforms. That's what I've been saying. You're already building platforms. As an awareness of platform engineering grows, I predict these titles will change more accurately to reflect these individual responsibilities. That's why I always say, okay, look at the lens of DevSecOps, and I got more stuff on DevSecOps towards the end of this broadcast. But you're already building platforms. You're already using other platforms to build platforms. You're using other orchestration tools to manage those platforms, whether it's Kubernetes or managing platforms themselves, but you are already doing this. And that's why I say right now the hotness is DevSecOps. Eventually it will transfer over to platform engineering. However, there's a spin on platform engineering because you're internal to the customer, but you're also external to the customer as well too. Meaning you're building a platform internal for people to use. However, you can also be building a platform for external customers. So you got to know thy audience, in which you're doing this. And then two, understanding APIs. What are you using? 9 times out of 10, it'll be Python or Rust. Some Go in there as well too. So those are your top three. And let's take it even one step further when you start talking about AI and machine learning and blockchain. When you're building, and that's why that goes back to the beginning when we're talking about the fintech. How do I build a fintech company that's using AI and machine learning and blockchain? How do they intersect with each other? What does that look like? That's why when I started talking about those jobs that are paying that 1 million, 2 million, right? The base may be 3 to 500,000, but then on the P&L, right, profit and loss ledger, that ledger, what you create, you may get a actual you may get an actual return on that, whether it's 10%, 20%, or 30%. So let's say you created something, right, in the fintech space, and you've been working on this platform or algorithm or what have you, and they give you say 10% on a P&L. Let's say, well, out the gate, it grosses 3.5 million. So when we look at that, 10% of that is what? 10% of 3.5 million is what? So let's go here. 350,000. But they may be already paying you anywhere from 300 to 500,000. So if you're at 300,000, you're at 650,000. If you're at 500,000, on top of that 350, you're at 800. That's how they come up with the million, right? I need to show y'all numbers. Me saying it don't mean nothing. Y'all like to see commas. Y'all like to see zeros. So I'm trying to.
They look at these numbers, they still don't believe it. They talk to people that's making the money, that's doing a job, they still don't believe it. You know what? They just not believers. Just not believers.
I'm just trying to show you. I don't know. Does anybody want to make that kind of money? Is that okay? Listen,
no, it's not.
Put a one.
I cannot use that money. I can't do.
Put a 1 in the chat if it's not. No, put a 1 in the chat if it's okay. Put a 2 in the chat if it's not okay. No. I know casual economist is gonna put a 2, but everybody else put a 1 or 2.
I'm doing engineering cannabis. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that.
I'm just trying to show you. Needs that. Getting to that. Let me, because I like to, anybody who know me know I like to keep receipts.
You like what?
I like to keep receipts.
Oh, you like to keep receipts?
Yeah. Let me pull this up.
Sam, they won't even believe the direct deposit when it hits. They won't. They won't. They won't do it.
Don't pass out now. Don't pass out. Hold on, let me go to jobs. I don't know why this is doing this, but that's okay. We'll just go.
I mean, just think what you, just your, at 350, we are already talking 200K for accredited investor. Just think at 350, like, what are we doing as a group?
I already know what we're doing as a group.
It will be a fun. We won't be giving it to somebody to go buy a school for us and the money disappear and it's a Ponzi scheme. Like, I don't want those problems. That's too much.
Let me see if I can find. Oh, and you know what? I want to bring this up too. I think I'll say this for Saturday's show. Okay. So I was listening to the Clubhouse this morning, and one of the things that they brought up was the whole envy thing. But one of the things the guy said, can anybody name the top 10 hedge funds? And of course, I could do it, but whatever. But I'm pointing out here is this hedge fund, lead developer and a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund, 300 to 400,000. Now, here's the thing. I don't know why people don't be looking at hedge funds that are worth $1 billion or more, like 12 billion. Look, why are you not looking at BlackRock, Bridgewater, BlackRock?
Because tech are not in those companies. They are still writing stuff down on pencil and paper.
So here, look at this job right
and using an abacus.
Now look at this job right here. Tech lead, software engineer, disruptive fintech. Again, fintech we know is getting billions. We just talked about that, right? 600 to 800,000 fully remote.
Fully remote.
Right? 10 years of experience in software engineering as a prominent technology firm. What do they want you to know? I'm gonna just pull it up.
Blow it up for the people in the back with the bad.
Let me pull it up. All right. Experience with Python, Kafka, Terraform, and AWS. Experience with quantitative finance and fintech. You could probably go take a course on that on Coursera or on edX.org. In fact, let's do that. Let's go here. All right. Let's go to edX.org. All right. And then let's just type in this. All right. Found 4 courses, mathematical models, MIT, New York Institute of Finance, machine learning use case, and trading fundamentals of technical analysis. Oh, let me click on that course. Self-paced, 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, is it free? Is it optional upgrade? Oh, okay. All right, cool. So now I get some.
How much is that again, Tim?
Free.
Is that $0?
It's gonna cost you your time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Well, how long can we? How long is this course? Let's scroll down and see how much is your time.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay.
Yeah. 6 weeks. So putting that together, which you already have. Where's my LinkedIn? You already have some Python, some Terraform, some AWS, Kafka. You can go grab that for free. You're gonna learn that for free. Course. All right, so Kafka fundamentals right here. Pluralsight has it. Udemy has it. Confluent has it. Learn Apache Kafka. 10 courses to learn Kafka. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna spend the next 6 months. I'm gonna pull these things together, but I'm gonna keep looking for jobs. Maybe I don't get the 600 to 800,000. Maybe I get the 3 to 4, or maybe I get the 2 to 3. But at least I know the skills and what I can do to get those skills for free. Right? So let's go back to this LinkedIn, right? So I said 1 million to 2 million. I'm not even there yet. And I apologize for giving y'all such low vibrational numbers.
Low T.
I apologize.
Low T. Who are you right now? I don't even know you.
Oh, right.
I don't even know you. It's low T, man.
I know.
On a Tuesday. We supposed to be up on a Tuesday. You low T right now.
What am I doing?
What are you doing with yourself?
I don't know.
So not on your game.
I know. All right. Senior Java engineer, 400 to 600,000. Okay, cool. That's all. That's awesome. You look like you're going down, Tam. Look like you're going down. All right. Vice President of Software Engineering, 600 to 1 million. 600 to 1 million. Okay. That's all right. But that's a vice president. We're not there yet. We don't have that skill set yet, Tam.
But what is the skill set, Tam? What do you need to be a vice president? So we know what path we can go down.
Strategies, exceptional C++ skills, computer science related, manage a budget, collaborate with other leaders to align software development and overall business
Yeah,
goals.
those are responsibilities. How do we qualify for this gig?
12 years of experience in a lead senior role at a trading firm. Oh,
Oh,
need to
okay.
get in a trading firm. Oh, what's a trading firm? You don't need to learn Jira. You can learn Jira unless you want to be a manager. I wouldn't waste my time. You just, I mean,
You can
you
do
go
an
take
overview
Jira.
of Jira. It's
You,
just
I mean, don't even waste your time.
it's an in depth.
Don't even waste your time. All right. So now you see I'm on Selby Jennings, right? All right. Let's look at let me not do that. Let me go back here. That is not LinkedIn. Let me go here. Let me go here. And now let me look at my network real quick. Hold on. Gotta get my network. Actually, I want to look at my messages. That's why I had to pull you off screen.
Mm. Speaking of messages, is your computer plugged up?
Hmm?
Okay.
I am plugged up. I am the plugged up.
Okay.
You need not worry. I am plugged today. All right. Joe.
Hey,
My,
Joe.
my guy. You've all seen Joe on the show. You all have.
Joe's been here a couple of times.
Yep. Joe's asking to come back. He's like,
Is he?
yeah, he was like, Tamika, we got to get our classes together so we
We
can get
do, because
people into
Joe,
the
you know what?
finance trading and so forth. That yep. Web3.
Joe has the $1 million jobs.
Joe is the one with the $1 million job. So let's go look at Joe's listing here. So quantitative researcher, 150 forensic accounting. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? Did I not just talk about this Saturday?
You did, my nosy self. It
Forensic
was, and not only did you talk about it, it was on a Petty T moment. So you were really on a good one.
forensic accounting. Forensic accounting. So we talked about that. So let me go look at some posts Joe has had. Because Joe is the one that posts the job for the 1 million, 3 million. And I don't know why I can't see its post, but let me go back. Posts. All right, here we go. Show all posts. All right, let's look at all of Joe's posts. So I posted this in Slack. These are the 150 to 250 jobs that's posted in Slack.
Nobody
I,
definitely wants that. They just like, oh no, I could never do that. I can never make it. Those postings are not for me. Well, who are we posting them for?
we're posting them for the people that want them.
Like, shoot your shot. If you're gonna shoot your shot, shoot your shot.
Get your money. And I can't search my Slack for whatever reason because that's where I find them at. I wonder if this job is still open. So all right, this 2 to 500 with skills in Java. Programming language, 8 more.
For forensic accounting, just think of
100% remote.
divorces.
Crypto, Rust, Gold, and Solidity are a plus. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all Rust, Gold, Solidity are where you want to be. So let me see. Apple G. Okay, fine. Let's go to Selby. Yeah, I don't know why on my joint it won't let me search in women in Linux, but whatever.
I don't know. It looks like the interface changed a little bit as well.
It did, and I don't like it because it's not letting me search my own thing.
Your own inbox,
Yeah,
or
Apple G. Yeah, it's not letting me search my interface. Like I can't
maybe you
type,
just restart it.
I can't type, but that's okay. But you get the picture. You get the idea here. Selby Jennings, high frequency trading, fintech, are where their jobs where they're pushing money. Now this is just one aspect of where money is getting pushed to. How do you get the training? Well, first off, go look and see what they want, and then go look and see how you can get it for free, or maybe you have some money from a job that you're working that will pay for it, right? So that's literally how you get it. That's literally how you get it. So again, check out Selby Jennings. Here's the jobs that they have. Um, Site reliability engineering, uh, DevSecOps automation, see all jobs. And here's their listing of jobs right here. Right. Head of engineering. Some of them they post, some of them they don't post what the actual pay is. This one's 500 to 800, 600 to 800. Um, it depends on the job. And I also think it depends on the city in which you're coming out of. So, just be mindful of that, right? But I wanted to show you, these things are possible. Getting into them now, you probably would need to network, right? I would network. I would find out who all works here on LinkedIn and on Reddit. Like I would be looking on Reddit for people who are working at these companies to see what the work life balance is like. Levels FYI. I will be looking at those places. I will also be looking at the places, not just levels FYI, but blind as well too, because I want to know like what is it like? Is it intense? Is that something I can handle? If I can't handle, and then you have Joe you can reach out to let you know what that looks like. Like Joe, hey, give me some insight on this. Machine learning platform engineer, 500 to 700,000. Right, 500 to 700,000. Building out experience in building out machine learning platform with large amount of end users, expertise in Python, and professional background in common libraries like NumPy, SciPy. They're looking for elite university. It's how they separate it right here. So whoever put this in, this is somebody that they're working for is looking for a particular person. That's a particular person right there, right? And this is where right here is where the filter starts the filter out at, right? This is where the filter starts to filter out at. I'm guess they're looking for somebody from Harvard or Yale or something like that, which shit I still would apply. You ain't gonna stop me just because you're looking for elite. That don't mean they know how to do the job. You may overlook
Or
them.
elite. Why are you not elite?
Yeah, you may because they're coming from the university. They're looking for a university. They're looking for somebody from the university. So I'm sticking with PM, but moving over to Agile because I prefer some of these areas like Gen AI, cloud, cybersecurity would be good. Foundational certification. Yep, exactly. All right. So let's go back to our conversation. All right, three DevX and platform engineering roles will become more popular. DevOps engineering skills are in high demand. Blah blah blah. We talked about that. Focus on infrastructure abstraction for developers. The movement to shift left has forced developers to have an end-to-end understanding of ever increasing amount of complex tools and workflows. Oftentimes, these tools are infrastructure centric, meaning the developers have to be concerned with the platform and the tooling their workloads run on. When setup involve a lot of tech tools that differ across different environments, and this is where you start to build homogeneous environments within the company. So really, you could take an engineer that may work on one thing and they can go over and work on some another product, but the platform is still the same, right? Or still at least similar, right? Right. When setups involve a lot of tech tools that differ across platform and infrastructure, centric approach can add a lot of cognitive load. Things like dynamic configuration management and SCORE are designed to extract away the complexity and alleviate cognitive loads for developers. Service catalog implementation will become more user friendly. Basically, service catalog. I want to launch this particular service. I just click on it, it launches. Platform engineering community growth, and then they just showing you here how platform engineering has grown. 2022, you got the platform con, and then now in August you came out with platform weekly, House of Cube, platform engineering store, and then platform university will be coming out soon, right? So let's see, we can delete that. Best practice for an AI infrastructure architecture for modern services. So, why did I pull this up? Because you all need to start following and understanding what are best practices. So that way, when you walk into a conversation in an interview or a conversation amongst team members, you at least know what best practices are, and at least you can say, let's implement best practices. This is what conferences give you. Like how is the team at Reddit, at Pinterest, at Google, at Dollar General, at Walmart? What are their best practices so that you, in coming into and thinking like a leader can give some guidance into, hey, this is what we're seeing across the industry. We want to be top performers. We're going after the big dollars. We want the big customers. We'll take the small ones because they keep the lights on, but the big customers keep the lights on for years. We want that steady flow. How can we make this better? Again, the job description is the problem. You are the solution. Job description, the problem, you are the solution. If you can't work on being the solution, then you're part of the problem, right? You must always have that mindset of being the solution. So, in order for me to move at my best, what are the best practices? What do I need to have in order to get there, right? So, best practices for creating AI infrastructure architecture. Has anybody ever heard of this? AI infrastructure architecture, right? For modern data systems, for the modern woman. All right, all right. Let me
Hey,
blow it up.
hey,
Let me
Tay.
blow it up. Let me blow it up.
Hey, Tay. You just can't help yourself.
All right. So enterprise AI adoption is on the rise. Gartner predicts AI software spending will reach 62 billion in 2022 alone. AI has many exciting use cases, including business intelligence application, robotic test automation for DevSecOps and DevSecOps CI/CD software development. Six practices for creating an AI infrastructure architecture. Data storage. AI requires and produces massive amounts of data, which means you need data storage systems that scale without limits. Many AI infrastructure architectures use object oriented storage rather than traditional file storage to meet the need of scalability. bundles, object storage bundles data into objects along with customizable metadata or metadata tags and unique identifiers. Stores objects in a flat address space that infinitely scale. All you have to do is add additional nodes. Does anybody know when we're talking about data storage and adding more nodes? I can literally take a server, turn it into a storage node, add that storage node to my cluster, and now I got more space. And all I'm doing is laying down some fundamentals, adding it to the cluster. It gets added to the cluster. Now my API can talk to it, and I just keep adding. So I can buy uh, computers off the shelf, or I could buy common machines, max out the data that I could, the max out the hard drive, excuse me, capacity for those machines, and then go from there. Right. All right, data processing. An AI application requires a large and constant flow of quality data in order to train and to perform its intended functions. Transporting data from one source to the artificial intelligence application, as well as formatting and transforming that data. Right? You may take in unformatted data, you may want to format that data, you may want to do manipulate that data. I got to be able to do that, right? So I got to have data processing in order to do that. Next one, infrastructure. Network infrastructure, software defined network, right? SDN, software defined network, right? SDN extracts the management of the enterprise networks and decouples it from the underlying hardware, which allows you to employ automation and orchestration. Network orchestration with intelligent routing enables your AI and community efficiently without the, and this, listen, SDN can really be your friend. Like you can literally go and specialize in software defined networking. You can literally go and specialize in it. Compute processing and power. AI application requires compute processing and power. GPUs, graphic cards, graphic processing units in place of traditional CPUs. The whole retrofit of the data center. The whole retrofit of the data center, right? The whole retrofit of the data center. And hosting and security. So if we go back through this, data storage, right? That data got to live somewhere. What else? What else is on this list? You got to secure that data. Hosting, you got to authenticate to allow you to onto the platform, right? CPU, GPU, processing power, network infrastructure. The data got to get in and out somehow. Traffic got to flow, and I got to be able to manipulate that data. I got to be able to do something with that data. It depends on what the use case is. That's a use case question, right? Regarding data server, would you use NoSQL database or relational database? Now that is a use case question, right? So if I were asking, if since you're asking me that question, I would go look at the use cases of no SQL versus a relational database, and what you're looking to gain by using one over the other. It depends on what you're trying to use it for, right? So that's how I would start. I would start with, well, what's the difference between the two, and why do I want to use one on over the other? And in on a platform, right? You may be using both on a platform depending on the customer. Remember, it ain't about you, it's about the customer. So, think of it that way. All right, so we got that. All right, so here's a white paper from the Cloud Native Computing Foundation. They gave out a white paper on platforms for cloud native. I would advise you all to read this paper. The reason why I said read this white paper, number one, know where you're trying to get a job at. If you're trying to get a job working with these major companies, understand what cloud native means and understand what platform means, right? And what is the latest trend? And when I say what the latest trend is, knowing the latest trend and then knowing what the trend was before that. Why? Because a lot of times companies don't move with the latest trend. They move with the stability of the old trend. But the latest trend may be a research or a spillover or something of that nature. So now that you know that the latest trend is, you can then say, okay, I am now moving towards, we're going to move towards this, but that needed some time to mature. I know what that is, and then go from there, right? I think I got to sign up for this or view it on our website. Let's go to our website. I don't think I got to download it. Okay, here we go. All right. All right. In this, it says why platforms? What is a platform? Attributes of a successful platform and attributes of a successful platform team. Challenges when implementing a platform and how to measure success of platforms and capabilities of platforms. Right. Right. And then two, I like this because this is a glossary of terms, right? A glossary of terms. And then two, let's look at this platforms working group chapter. So, charter. The charter describes the mission and the tactics of platforms working group, right? So they go into a little bit more detail about working groups, the problems they're trying to solve, examples of known patterns aimed to deploy infrastructure, Terraform, Crossplane, ACK. I don't know what it is. I know what CDK is. Pulumi, and Open Service Broker. Examples of known patterns aimed to deploy application, GitOps, declarative pipelines, application operator, composition operator, infrastructure operator, alignment with tag and delivery, goals, non-goals, right? So again, this is just a way for you to be informed on what is happening in the world of DevSecOps and platform engineering and AI. I wanted to bring that all together so you can understand that AI and machine learning is not separate from platform engineering and not separate from DevSecOps. They all intertwine at some point. They all overlap with each other. You could probably even do an AI ML platform DevOps diagram. Let me see if they got something like an image where they show where they all overlap with each other. Machine learning. Okay, look here, right here. Perfect. Machine learning versus DevOps. What is the difference? And ML ops. All right, so here you go with DevOps. Build code plan or test build code plan, monitor, operate, release. And then you can come down here where you got the model, the data, you got machine learning, you got the dev where you create the plan, verify the package, release, configure, and monitor the ops side. But over here on the ops side right here, deploy, operation, and monitor, configure, monitor, and release. So they're very similar in that regard, not too far off here, right? Not too far off when you're looking at this. So I just want you to keep in mind there are similarities in these all these things. Platform engineering, DevSecOps, there are some similarities. There are differences, but there are a lot of similarities, right? There are a lot of similarities. So don't be fooled by what you hear. Like I'm an ML ops. Okay, well, you mess with the data. You still need to secure it. You still need to be on a platform or on some type of data that's doing some type of processing, some type of secure in some type of secure way, right? So we got that. We got that. All right. And then we're gonna roll into DevSecOps. Almost finishing up. GitLab and Google Cloud partner to expand AI assisted capabilities with customizable Gen AI foundation models. I wanted you to have Google Cloud work very well together, especially when you want to start working with workflows and start playing around with AI. Go use those two platforms together, and you'll start saying, okay, they'll give you examples, some things you can work through, and then go from there. All right, DevSecOps for infrastructure as code, right? All right, so here, all I'm showing you here, all I'm mentioning here is you can look right here. They got CI/CD for containers, quantum computing jobs, CI/CD for quantum computing jobs, Jenkins and Azure, Jenkins and Terraform, DevSecOps as infrastructure as code. And they go through here and they show you an architecture diagram. When you are interviewing for a job and I throw this diagram at you, you should be able to tell me what's going on in this diagram, right? Somebody check some code in to GitHub, right? We'll blow it up some. Somebody check some code into GitHub. GitHub Actions like GitLab runners takes off and says, "Hey, I'm gonna reach out." But then Advanced Security says, "Who you reaching out to? You can't do that, or you can do that." And here we're saying, "Hey, Terraform. It could be Terraform or Terraform Cloud. Go reach out to Azure." And anybody who knows Azure knows that you have to create an Azure Resource Manager. And so now this Azure Resource Manager contains your VMs, your cluster, your so forth and so on, right? Then you come over here and you're like, hey, I got Microsoft Sentinel, I got Azure policies, I got certain things you can do, things you can monitor. And if there's any drift inside of this, you got to come back over here and start over again and fix it. But if not, governance and reconciliation, right? So again, policy is code. That is a job. That's somebody's job is to create a policy and then turn that policy into code. How you say this is a policy we got to follow? How do I put that? How do I codify that policy? Right? Then have your checks and balances on what you're actually codifying. Like, did you really make that work? Like, is that happening? Are we following standards? Right? Right. So again, they talk about data flow. They talk about the different components here. I won't go into all of this. I'm just pointing this out. And then they get a scenario or how to use DevSecOps, and you can read through this in potential cases. I always wanted you to understand that because it's called DevSecOps doesn't mean it's different in Azure. It doesn't mean that it's different in Google Cloud. It doesn't mean that it's different in AWS. It's a methodology that people have taken and turned it into a job title, but is it really a methodology? Right? All right. And this is what I thought was like creme de la creme. Why? This is from IBM. And I'll give you this link because I think this is like a deep dive into everything, not necessarily from an IBM perspective, but just in general. Like, what is DevSecOps? Right? What is it? Right? Then they go into what is continuous delivery, what does DevSecOps architecture look like, and this is from their perspective. Let me blow it up some. Can't out of going off the screen. Yay. But you get the drift here. I looked at this and said, if you can understand and follow this, this is great. Why? Because now you get a chance to understand, hey, um, I'm checking in my code, I'm building out my CI/CD pipeline, and then my pipeline is going to do these things and so forth. I'm following GitOps. We got some monitoring going on, and this is all from IBM's perspective, but you get a chance. Somebody asked about Jira earlier, issue tracking, Vault, dealing with cert managers, artifacts, CI/CD, vulnerability advisor, deploying dev, acceptance test, unit test. You should go through this diagram and pick out at least 10 jobs. I can go through this diagram and pick out 10 different jobs. So if you can go through this diagram and pick out 10 different jobs and then understand what each one does and understand how they correlate and play together, you're winning. So I'm going to give you this link so you all can have it. And then down here, they have tutorials as well too. You can, I think you can sign up for IBM Cloud for free as well. Just something to play with. You don't have to, but I'm just making a reference here on what this is. So let me get this to you. All right. That's that. That's that. All right. There's a newer version of this out here. But this is publication is from the DoD. Once they put a publication out, do you know who got to follow this publication? You do. Most of your jobs follow this as a guide, a loose guide, right? Again, the DevSecOps playbook, right? Here they go in and talk about containers, driving continuous improvement, software factories, adapt an agile acquisition policy for software, so forth and so on. And there's a whole playbook on this, on a checklist on what it means. There is an updated version of this that may be a little longer. I think this is 14 pages. I think the other one is 44 pages, right? But I give you this. You can, this is free. You can go on the internet and find this. It's not like I just like brought it from somewhere, but you can go on this and find this and work with it, right? Here. Read through it. Be familiar. All right. I think that's every single thing. I think that's it. I think that's it. I'm looking. That's the playbook. All right. So let me show you this one right here. This is from DOE. Scaling IT modernization playbook. Right? Scaling modernization playbook. Right? Shift to a product management mindset. Establish 2-in-1 box with shared accountability. Right? You all want to be leaders. y'all want to understand what that looks like, there are guidelines that come out from DOE. There are guidelines that come out from DOD. There are guidelines that come out for each different entity, each different agency. When you start to look and understand what these agencies play, right, and what they're putting out, and then what companies are following this, you don't think Tesla follows a guideline from the DOE. You don't think they follow some guideline from the DOD. You don't think they follow some type of guideline for edge computing and so forth. Understand these things. Right. So here we click on that data governance playbook. Right. Here we go. Here. Let me go back down to here. The Technology Modernization Fund. I talked about that. Safe for government. Right. If we go here, the Technology Modernization Fund, a new funding model for federal technology modernization projects. What does that look like, right? We come back. NIST, the risk management framework, right? Federal IT dashboard, an understanding of your IT budgets and contracts to a certain where training budgets align. Look at that. Don't come up. Probably have to type that in. But it's 27 pages, right? People who contributed to it, leadership, elevate coalitions, the U.S. Digital Service Playbook. This is on their architecture. Number one thing they say, let's look at that. I don't know why I did that. Let's look at that. Understand what people need. Address the whole experience from start to finish. Make it simple and intuitive. Build the service using agile and iterative processes. Structure budget and contracts to support delivery. Assign one leader and hold that person accountable. Bring an experienced team. Choose a modern technology stack. Deploy a flexible hosting environment. Automate testing and deployment. Manage security and privacy through reusable process. Use data to drive decisions. Default to open. Right. And then if you click on in detail, it goes into each play. But this is something you can utilize in your own way of studying for an interview or studying what is needed on your team. Understand what people need. Do you understand what the ticket is saying and what it's addressing? Right. Address the whole experience, like from start to finish. Right. Is that included? Make it simple and intuitive. Build a service and use agile and iterative processes. Structure budgets and contracts to support delivery. Assign one leader and hold them accountable. Accountability is your friend for some. It's kryptonite for others. Right? Let's see. We got some messages. Let's see what we got here. The Steve's posting. Yep, they're following those exact playbooks. Yep. So I'm gonna give you all this playbook here. You can, well, it's in that link that I just posted with that other one. Did I give you that one? Let me go back here. The energy PDF. Here you go. All right, D. I'm done. I'm done. I hope y'all got some good information out of it tonight. Platform engineering, DevSecOps, AI, machine learning, so forth. And I will do I'll start the series next week with site reliability engineering. I will pull that in, and then we probably end on traffic engineering or intuition engineering. Yeah, you type it loud, D Block.
I am. I am. My fingers is just trying to hit the buttons. I'm going cross-eyed. Like, I'm just letting you know. Phew. Trying to get these last little things out. My fingertips is heavy. And I'm hungry. I know better.
I don't know why you didn't eat before here.
I did. I did eat. You want to know what I had?
An orange,
Mm,
a gummy bear.
mm. An ice cream sandwich.
Mm-mm. Well, I hope
You
this
calling my
helps.
name.
I hope this helps you all out.
If it doesn't help, let us know. And
Yeah,
then if it doesn't help, let us know why it didn't help.
yeah,
After you read it though,
yeah.
you
Um,
know,
I know it's a lot of information that's on purpose.
break it up. Break
It's
it
a
down.
lot of information and it's on purpose because I want you to get the links and I want you to go do your own research. I want you to go do your own reading. I could literally do a whole show on one PDF, but I don't want to. I want to give you the variety because tech is a variety of different different industries that in some ways they overlap each other, but you could be doing DevSecOps for a triple letter agency, or you could be doing DevSecOps for Walmart, or you could be doing it for Reddit, or you could be a site reliability engineer at Meta. It depends on you. How you
No
see
one gave
yourself
us any names.
orienting. Hmm?
No one gave us any names.
No one gave you any names?
No one.
Mm, oh no.
That's okay. We'll figure it out.
We should
We
make it
always do.
we should make it scammy though. We should make it
There
real.
aren't any, Sim.
We should make it scammy. We should make it like
I don't want it. No, I don't want it scary.
we should make it like
What AI came up was like all super scammy.
it should be like Linux. I was going to say
They got
Linux.
Linux Wealth Masters was one, but then I think I
I
saw
like that one. I like that one. I like that one. Linux Wealth Masters.
then they had it was a whole bunch of stuff. Let me tell you what the AI told me. Let me see if it saved it. No, I think this is different
You can
AI.
do you can make it from you could say you could say from strokers to Linux. Strokers to strip club. From Magic City to Linux.
Every time I try, you just be trying to reel me in with your shenanigans. Every time you and your shenanigans.
I bet you get a lot of people signed up.
I don't want those people. I don't want those. I don't even want the drama that's coming from strokers. I don't want strokers in the name like that. No.
That's your problem. You trying
What's
to
my
control.
problem?
You trying to control creativity.
Absolutely not.
You
A-
trying to
abs-
control creativity.
Absolutely not. That is not my goal.
Don't try to control creativity,
That's
Dion.
not creative. That's some BS. That's what that. Why won't you sign me in my account?
Don't try
Hold
to
on. Let me see.
control creativity, Dion.
No, no. You are being funny right now.
No.
Have you worked at Strokers, Tamika?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Are you I mean, Are you trying to recruit from strokers? Are you doing, what's going on?
I can do from OnlyFans to tech.
Do you have a channel on there? Are you like,
I'm being creative.
are you showing your toes? Like, what are you? What are
No, it's
what are you
on
pulling
Facebook.
from on
It's
on
Facebook.
this?
It's Facebook.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, she discouraging potential. Flipping the kernel. I like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just there. Wait a minute. Okay, here it is.
You can always just make it binary hustlers, but it's not the same.
It is not the same. It's not the same. It is not the same. Absolutely not.
0 to Linux Masters.
Why does it keep bringing up the same thing? Oh, let me see if it's weird. I think I maxed it out. I think they want me to start paying. Let me see. They have, okay. They have Linux Wealth Builders, Wealthy Linux, Linux Prosperity, Linux Wealth Wizards.
What was your question?
I just put in building wealth with Linux.
Oh, that's why I'm saying, Sam, from OnlyFans to popping bands.
Y'all are hoes. That's what that is. Hoes. I said it. It's after midnight. Whores. What do you mean? Why do you even know what that means, people?
Why are you judgmental?
I'm not judgmental.
Why you name calling?
Because I said what I said.
But why are you
OnlyFans to popping bands. They popping bands on OnlyFans.
We could be like bands to make her.
We might need to start a channel. What the hell? What do you mean? Shoot.
Bands to make her dance.
Oh shit. Oh, goodness.
D.
What?
What's the problem?
There go Heather. Y'all done got her riled up. Heather, do you have a channel?
Please
let me know.
Why we can't name the Facebook page?
They got Wealth Tech, Linux. They got Linux Wealth Engine, Linux Wealth Accelerator, Linux Wealth Catalyst, Linux Wealth Lab. They put out one. Let me see what else put in there. I put in different stuff. I'm just going back through what I put in. I'm trying to go back to the dashboard. Let's take a minute.
It could be no poll, no code. No poll, no code.
Donald, I know. This is what happens when you own too late. This is what happens. This right here, my G. This right here. This is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens.
Okay, how about the Linux pull-up?
Like a pamper?
The Linux pull-up.
And then they had, good old Linux Wealth Accelerator. Then they had Emporium, Oasis, Linux Wealth Vault.
You said they had Oasis.
Oasis.
Oh. I was like, see, they was on the same thing.
I like Linux Wealth Labs. I like that. It sounds, like somebody can, sponsor Linux Wealth Labs. You want bands to make a dance.
No poll, no code.
Huh. Yeah, I'm saying the pamper because she always says she's a baby in a pull-up. So,
I like Linux Cartel.
Alfred P. You're on the right track. However, did we just pull up a whole bunch of DOD stuff? Where the super chats? You know what? I put up this. You might have to just donate because I added our fundraiser because I needed to see what was going on with it. So you can donate.
How about Linux or us?
That's dry. Right. They already out. It take one person on Facebook to push the flag. Yee, push the flag.
They over there talking about the cartel. They must be the LGBTQ cartel. They the pro-choice cartel.
They got the pro-choice OnlyFans with all the pronouns.
My pronoun is CD. What's your pronoun, D?
Money. Good night, Stacy.
My pronoun is CD.
Mm-hmm. Like,
your pronoun should be terminal. Anonymous, thank you for donating $20 to Women in Linux. We appreciate you.
Thank you. TikToks.
All right, D. Let's get on out of here. I gotta get ready for my show.
I have no idea what show is that.
That's
what we need to name it. Tech Ties. Linux Tech Ties.
I gotta get ready for No Poll, No Code.
You want me to drop the link? You want me to drop the link?
No Poll, No Code. What are you talking about? D, you be shooting down great ideas.
You are on that Fraganago. That's what you on. In Sim and Casual Economist.
Heather had my back. We appreciate it.
Heather with her lurking Fraganago. Yes.
The Linux Legacy Collective. I like that.
That sounds like we should have like a deacon board and
No, it sounds like we should all be dressed up for the Linux Legacy Collective conference.
Scam. Wasn't something else is called? that was a scam. Somebody, who was a scammer with the legacy stuff? Solid Steps. That was great.
I like it.
However, it's some legacy stuff floating around Atlanta that does not have positive juice.
You talking about the Tulsa real estate thing?
I don't know what those people were trying to do. What legacy, Okay.
By the block. By the block storage. Yeah, I like Linux Cartel. Daniel, we're trying to name a Facebook group. Linux Luscious Lovers.
Oh gosh. As the minutes go on, Afri, you've contributed to the shenanigans. Why? Yes, the lovers of Linux.
Where are my triple L's at in the house tonight?
Donna, we've already said that you can't be binary huskers.
I like the triple L. Linux Luscious Lovers.
ASMR, as soon as you start getting non-binary hustlers.
Solid Steps to Wealth. Don't leave me. I'm about to drop the link to my new
It's
show.
time for her to go lay down. Too.
No poll, no code. Featuring non-binary hustlers. All right, D. Let me go.
I gotta put up with.
You gotta put up with. Awesome. She left me up here by myself, y'all. You know what that means. I'm all up here by myself. You know, get what the hell? Why are you back? Okay.
I still need to have my voice in the background.
Well, let me mute you. Let me mute you. You won't need no voice in the background. She left me up here by myself. Y'all know what happens when I'm up here by myself. We get a chance to really play. Cause she be in the background. She don't want to be doing nothing. She don't want us to have no fun. Why you keep coming back? Why do you keep coming back?
Go lay down.
I'm back. I don't know why she keep coming back. Yeah, I do. What the hell happened? What the hell happened?
Woo!
This is why you gotta choose your friends wisely.
Oh goodness.
Choose your friends wisely.
You love me.
Choose your friends wisely. All right, y'all. I'm out because she gonna cut me off. She gonna drop me down. Lennox, Luscious Lovers, signing off with our classic Bye Bye Love.